I just wanted to point out, so this thing takes a lot of juice, especially because I'm powering in here. I've got my G drive. It's a 1 terabyte SSD that's plugged into there. I've got the follow focus, so not only is it being driven by that, but it actually charges that as well. So we've got this little bugger that is powering this massive bugger with the SSD, and you'll see the rig here in the back. This is my solution. So I didn't quite have the full length. This is a nice flexible cable, so I went and bought some other adapters that I was able to just put these together, and it worked really well. The camera itself typically will use a 12-volt supply. So again, I'm very protective of my equipment. I don't want to fry it, and I don't want to make anything make it not work. So you have these other outputs for power off the side and so forth. This particular power output tucked way up underneath here, let me go and rotate that for you. There's another power port right on the side here, coming right off the stabilizer, which is great, but it's 16 point some volts. So I went and called Blackmagic Design because I talked to one of their engineers and I wanted to find out what the max capability this is going to be able to take, what the max voltage this would be able to take. And on their end, the max was 20 volts, so, and that's at the high end, so we don't want to mess with anything in there, because if you get a surge or something like that and you're trying to push something at 20, you're going to blow something out. So being that this was 16.3 or somewhere, it's an odd number on there, I felt comfortable using that port to go through here, which also powers, like I said, the hard drive, the SSD, and also recharges this. And I do have a battery in here. I do. So if, for instance, if the MOZA Air 2 stabilizer batteries drain completely, I still have my backup battery inside here that keeps continuous running. So the stabilizer, if it's balanced, will hold there fairly well, but it'll start listing and so forth with your movements. But overall, that's a solution that's worked for me, because at times the batteries went out, and I do have a battery solution for this as well that's a lot cheaper than you're going to get on the and you can see I will talk about that in another video. These cost about $8, actually less. These cost about $4. These are shrink wrapped. I didn't put them in there yet. I didn't heat them to shrink wrap around the pink 18650 batteries, but far cheaper solution. And we have a local group of power company. They're Cozy Power, and we're going to do a little expose on them because they're helping me really nicely be able to spot weld those on, I mean, professionally, cheaply too. So I'll give you that information in a future episode. But these are 3,000 mAh batteries per. So this will get me almost 2 hours full filming with this, moving the stabilizer and everything else before it starts dropping down. It's the other ones, I think MOZA is rated at like 24 or 2500. These have far more energy duration, so that I can use those long term. Really good solution. I got a couple sets of those in addition to the MOZA. I'm set to go because it powers everything. So just wanted to let you know that the 16 volt output on there powering all this is working well for me. There is no, like I said, I contacted contact Blackmagic Design. They like your input. They are one of the coolest companies I've talked to, and they're so excited about their own products, and it's just awesome to contact them. If you've gone on the bulletin boards, that they're all about making sure the customer experience is good. And so that's a little thing on the power. And if you have any questions about that, let me know. And I will also, like I said, in the future episodes, talk about my battery solutions for the MOZA Air 2, which is far cheaper than you're going to get, on using their batteries. Okay.